Apparently, there's some people being traumatised by a tiramisu shortage. This is according to the Daily Mail, page 5. Apparently, there's a company in Britain that makes a lot of these dips, and for some reason, I don't know why, I was reading about how tiramisu is now the new thing. There's a lot of trendy restaurants in London who are now making their own tiramisu and putting strange things in it.
Really know.
I don't know. I don't mind it, but I mean, I wouldn't care if I couldn't buy any for the rest of my life. I don't think that would bother me at all.
Just take a salsa. Yes, this company is back over. It's one of the UK's largest producers of dips, soups and ready meals.
Things you never knew you didn't need to know.
But there's been they've had strikes over pay, and that's now leading to a shortage, a national tiramisu shortage.
It's incredible. We used to do this actually. I mean, I can't remember if it was after COVID when the dust had sort of settled, and almost every day there was a shortage of something else. We used to do shortage of the day. You know, you're going to run out of chocolate, or we're going to run out of coffee, or now tiramisu. Unbelievable.
Yeah. One ex-user, now the election is over, can we please talk about the national tiramisu shortage? Fortunately, look, some good news, Mike. The company says the strikes will not affect food supply in the long term, but it is going to affect the own brands for Waitrose and Tesco's. And
oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, dipping wages, very good. Match of the day, let's talk about that. I mean, Gary Lineker, if it wasn't for Justin Welby and Donald Trump, this story would be massive. I mean, it was pretty big. But the Times has got a piece saying the real reason Gary Lineker's leaving Match of the Day is because apparently there's talk of modernising the show and actually doing more digital highlights, more goals, and fewer kind of pundits, and so they wouldn't necessarily want as much human input to the new version of Match of the Day.
Yeah, we saw it with Football Focus as well, which is the show which I think goes out.
This is the one that went woke, isn't it?
Yeah, previewing what's going on the day of Saturday or Sunday or whatever.
Right.
And I think what's interesting about this is that they don't want the way the BBC is going is they don't want the likes of, in this case, Gary Lineker. You've got to have a question mark. I think some other guests like Alan Shearer and so forth. They don't want these sort of formal footballers sitting around a chair going, well, he should have done this.
I scored more goals than him. That kind of thing.
They don't
the
want
banter.
That. They don't want that. They want to make it more appealing to millennials, and that, I think, is going to...
Which is always a bad idea, in my view.
You lose your audience.
Because millennials and sort of down from that, down to Gen Z, they're not watching television.
No,
they've got much better things to do on a Saturday night.
All I understand that generation do, and I was speaking to a TV executive friend of mine who was like, they're struggling in TV at the moment, and all he said to me is they don't even watch YouTube. They just go on Instagram and TikTok.
They look at clips.
They look at clips. They go on Instagram. They go out during the day. They do their job, and they get footage on their phone, and then they come back, and then they go on Instagram and on TikTok, and they post their stuff, and they like their friends' stuff. So this idea that you can somehow...
And they're on Snapchat all the time.
But this idea, and it's completely changed the face of the television industry is in a really, some parts of it in a really bad way, because, Netflix and YouTube are
similar to you. I was talking to somebody who said there's absolutely no money in TV anymore. Nobody's got any money to commission these shows. But let's have a look at the money that is still being spent on advertising, because I was ramping on yesterday about how the Christmas trees have gone up in Covent Garden. It's too early for Christmas, but here we are. Suddenly the John Lewis Christmas ad has dropped, and so as tradition dictates, we're going to play you a little bit of it. Here it is.
What are you looking for?
Something for you.
You're not going to find it.
No, not here.
I don't want a doll.
I want a nose ring. Jewellery. Is it a politician? What's his comment now? What's happening? Everything's going to be fine. He's healthy. He's amazing. But he's a boy. This is mine.
What's your problem? It doesn't even look good on you. Get out of my room. And you still haven't even found me again.
Oh,
Sal, get out!
what are you doing up there?
Hurry up! You.
I've got no idea what that's about, really. I probably should have been, for those of you listening rather than watching, and giving you a sort of my version of a commentary on that. But the thing that strikes me, first of all, is there's no men in it.
No men.
It's just women.
There's not one.
Is this the Brave New World then?
This is the Advert
post-apocalypse
by such and such. Jan Moore has a very good review of it, a view from the sofa, her column on page 3 of the Mail.
Yeah.
And she says she actually likes the fact that there are no men. This is not only absolutely marvellous, she says, but it's also unusually refreshing and honest, for too many festive advertising campaigns feature joyful men skipping about, trilling yo ho ho, trimming the tree and wrapping presents with enthusiasm before saying, "No, dear, let me lay the table." What a joke, she continues. We all know most of them, us men, Mike, don't even know where the sellotape is from one year to the next.
Yes, probably true that. I'm not that bad, actually. I do actually wrap my own presents, but you know, I don't wrap everybody else's presents. You know, and I tend to go Christmas shopping all at once.
Yes,
you know?
yeah, do it all one hit.
Yeah, one hit, one afternoon. You know, get a few things. That's it, done.
And then just buy one roll of wrapping paper, no individual wrapping paper.
Yeah,
get the sellotape.
but it's funny, isn't it, how John Lewison's Christmas ad is kind of, you know, iconic now.
Yeah.
It's quite a nice song. It will probably not perhaps drive anybody to go shopping at John Lewis. You wonder what they're doing it for. Boots, on the other hand, have got another ad, but I don't know if we've got time for that, have we? No, we haven't got time. Again, people shaking their heads at me. You're an idiot. You went too long on that. Never mind. We'll play it coming up in the next hour, because apparently the Boots ad has used this woman who was the one on ITV, if you remember, who said that the royal family balcony during the Jubilee was very white.
Right, yes.
So they've got some controversy coming their way as well. But